Hello, and welcome to tonight's episode of Expedition Dogman. My name's Jamie, and I will be your host for this evening. Just before we do start, please hit that subscription button. Also, like and share this video with your friends. I've noticed that over 73% of you are still not subscribing to this channel, so please do subscribe. And also, hit that little notification bell before the next episode is due, as this will allow you to know when the next episode is actually due to air. Now, anyway, now that admin's out of the way, on to tonight's episode. Dogman versus Bigfoot. Well, there's been certain reports in the cryptid community recently about dogmen and Bigfoot fighting each other. Do I believe this to be the case? Well, yes. And the answer to this one is slightly complicated. So we need to small scale this back down a bit to normal sized creatures and their behavioural patterns. Then we will gigantimize it to what's truly going on. Anyway, moving onwards, let's move this down a little bit. On one hand, you have wolves. On the other hand, you have apes. And the apes, which is like your chimpanzees and whatnot, they live in little clans together. And they generally have a hierarchy going on as to how they live. Like, when a new male enters a chimpanzee pack, the alpha male will fight the newcomer in order to sort out the hierarchy. Wolves are not very dissimilar to this. They also live in packs, and they hunt as one. Now, do they fight when a new member is added? Yes. Like any creature, they like to sort out a hierarchy. So, within this reason, you have wolves, you have apes, and that is the one thing they share in common with each other. Now, what would happen if a wolf and an ape started fighting each other? 9 times out of 10, this will not be a one-on-one fight. Generally, what you'll find is that the wolves will fight as a clan, and the apes will do like so, because it's brother for brother. So, if we look, first of all, at dogmen, as we know, dogmen live in clans, and usually the one dogman we see is not the one we need to be scared of. What we need to be scared of is the dogmen that are in the surrounding area. Now, also, Bigfoot, they also live in clans. I want to point out Expedition Bigfoot for a prime example of Bigfoot behavioural patterns of how you see one, there is others in the area. Now, do the government know about this? I don't want to go into too much detail about this, because we'll be covering the governmental cover-up in the next couple of weeks. It probably won't be next week, as we'll be looking at dogman behavioural patterns, but more than likely it'll be the week after. So, moving onwards, what would happen if dogman and Bigfoot started fighting each other? What you'd find is one dogman would present itself first of all. Yes, this won't be a one-on-one fight, because the other dogmen would be acting like the pack. They would be in the surrounding area in case the fighting got bad. The same would go for Bigfoot. One Bigfoot would probably step forward, but you can guarantee there would be others in the area. As the fight ensues, what you would probably find would happen is the dogman and the Bigfoot would start tearing chunks out of each other. And if the fighting got too bad, then more from either side would turn in, and help out. So what you'd actually find is a massive skirmish on your hands. But as we know, this problem is mainly happening in America. But surely this isn't good for the national parks of America, where these creatures generally live. Because as Cisco said in our live stream, the national parks are a main source of income for the United States of America. So what do the government do? They cover it up. The CIA get involved, but I'll go into detail more on that at a later date, because I do find that truly interesting, and I need to do a little bit more digging before I can produce the facts for that one. So anyway, Who do you think would honestly win between the dogman and the Bigfoot? For me, obviously, being Expedition Dogman, I'm Team Dogman all the way. Because we all know that, yes, Bigfoot are massive in size, but there's more dogmen. And there'll be more around. You can bet your bottom dollar on that. But, honestly, who do you honestly believe would win? Please do leave your comments down in the comment section below. And let's have a discussion about what would truly happen. I'd be interested to see your thoughts and feelings on this particular matter. Anyway, until next time, my fairy friends, be aware of what goes bump in the night, and please do be aware of the howl.